How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Petty had a little bit of extra time on his hands today, so let me know what you think. It's your boy, Mr. No Arms All Desk, Petty Parade in the building. All right, so from the thumbnail that you see down below, and probably the one you clicked on to get here, to be honest, we're here to talk about the rest of the 6 stars that we did not touch on in our other video. Real quick before we get into all that, I appreciate y'all's faces. Still feeling a little bit crappy, but definitely on the up and up. So thank you again to everyone that's been super supportive. Still don't appreciate you guys that were like, man, you look like you gonna die. Really? Really? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Kick a sick man while he down. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. But yeah, definitely just kind of want to play around with something like this. Want to do something more like this in the future, and just take it to a whole like, ridiculous level. Looking at some stuff for channel upgrades and everything right now, so we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Don't want to go overboard, but I want to get a few things. So yeah, let me know what you think about all this. Definitely want to. The desk too big, I'm too small, so we're gonna have to find a better balance there. But I like the general idea. I'd rather take the thumbnail, have it on a fake TV behind me somewhere. We'll play with this. We'll play with this. Cause yeah, I've been watching enough VFX stuff lately that I'm like, I want to do more. Let me go ahead and load up After Effects. Yeah, just on top of everything else you're doing, why don't you start learning little bits of, animation and special effects. That's totally a like task that you can complete. I'm a masochist. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the video. I appreciate your faces. If you notice, we have our lovely little star with us here today. Thank you so much for showing up to work, Star. We appreciate you. And we're just going to use this to point to the stuff that we're talking about. So right off the bat, we got our boy Caesar here. I know there are many people that would just go ahead and throw another star right here, make Caesar a 7-star boy. He's good, and he's got a lot of great people that he has bonds with. But, I'm not kicking in someone's door so that I can quickly write a letter to my mother about how amazing this dude is. There is no urgency, in my opinion, to get that information home. Johnny's not coming back from the war, y'all. So essentially what I'm rather unimpressed with is mostly his passive. So this is kind of just good for Blade Master. And I wouldn't, even if I was cashing in on some of this man's bond abilities, I still don't think I'd put him center, because that passive gets beat by so many other passives for what should be your center slot. So Caesar, you're a great man. You're doing some work out here, but you one of my side squares. You know what I mean? You ain't main boo. Oop, that's not the thing that we meant to move. Let's go ahead and lock that in position. There we go. That's what we want to move. Okay, just gonna apparently grab something else now. That's fine. We're locking everything. Okay. Okay, did we? Nope. Still have something that's not. There we go. Load, have mercy. Alright, so his ultimate, he fires quickly, dealing heavy physical damage up to 5 enemies within 5 meters of the target, and increases physical attack and magic attack by 8 seconds. That's cool. Ups your DPS. I imagine when that gets to its second and third version, that's probably not a half bad buff. But let's go ahead and look at this last one. We'll close out on some thoughts on our boy here. So Wind Devil, when hit, Caesar has a chance to trigger EX Wind Devil, removing control effects from up to 5 allies within 10 meters, increasing move speed, dodge percentage, and causing attacks to miss for 10 seconds, or to never miss for 10 seconds. Okay. All right, so there's some real value there. Not so much for Blade Masters, because they have a lot of CC immunity already. So it's going to be better for other people or for the people that are around the Blade Master potentially. I would say that Caesar is a much more PvP oriented ally than I would say PvE, because there's very few times Wind Devil's going to be super effective in PvE, outside of just the survivability that you probably get from the dodge level and percentage. So, not bad, but, you know, he ain't making S tier. Speaking of S tier, you already know what this is. This is your boy Ming. So the way that I get screenshots of these, I get other people's skills. Ming is the only person. I'm like, no, let me go into mine real quick and copy his skills out of there so that we get the good stats. I want the good stats on him. So you can see the good stats. My Ming is not max level. My Ming is not max advanced. It's only advanced once. And the next one costs me 90. So it's gonna be a little while before we get this man fully evolved. But we have all of his skills and everything. So let's go ahead and take a look at him. Starting off with one of his lesser known skills, in my opinion. Special Royal Whispers. When attacking, Minglu has a chance to create a zone that disables skills at the target's feet and reduces the target's movement by 30%. A bunch of talents will go off of doing more damage versus load targets. This is a potentially very beneficial skill in PvP that can really help you control a lot of people. So not a lot of people realize Ming has this ability, which is why I wanted to lead with it. And it's not too bad. Not too bad. If people are paying attention and then move out of it, well, sorry. I've played an assassin since launch until yesterday. And you're not going to get any pity from me. Everyone just walks out of all of my stuff. So, hey, at least it's there, buddy. Alright, so following up with his passive, increases multi-strike by a decent amount, and then percentage by 2. This percentage, I'm fairly certain, gets applied to us. Pretty sure. I know the bond bonus health benefit goes to the allies, and then we get the percentage benefit from that. But I want to say that this one directly affects us. Don't quote me 100% on that, but it's real nice for assassins. And honestly, my fighter has been doing amazing with a lot of multi-strike, doing a very consistent large amount of damage with him. So this isn't just strong for assassins. I definitely think that all the DPS classes can get some pretty good benefit out of multi-strike, because it's basically just double damage for as often as you can get it to proc. Does a little bit. And then the skill that everyone is very aware exists, and it is their favorite thing about Ming, my favorite thing about Ming, and that's these gross buffs. So ability boost Ming Zilu, my bad, brings the dream world into reality, randomly granting 1 out of the 4 buffs, including 12. We're just going to round this down. 12,000 MS, 1,100 crit, 1,100 AP, 1,100 CD. We'll rise that one up. And it lasts for 10 seconds. These are very noticeable when they're popping out, and that does a gross amount. Ming is absolutely amazing. There's only one other ally I would put in his same bracket, and I would still argue that the two of them need to be used together, in my opinion, for you to get the most value out of both of them. So our boy Ming, just way to go, buddy. We're all super proud. You're doing great. We've already talked to you, Luminous. Oh no, we didn't talk to Luminous. That was the correct direction. Hi, Luminous. My bad. Sitting in front of these lights is getting tough. Back starting to get sweaty. Problems with low-grade fever. Alright, so where we want to start with here? Let's go ahead and just do nice and easy. So this is his sniper shot, essentially. Deals a decent chunk of damage up to 3 enemies that are within 3 meters of the person that he's targeting. Not a bad amount of damage. He just pops out, does his little thing, goes away. Increases character max HP by about 20,000%. Let's call that, or 20,000%. By 20,000, definitely a strong amount of HP. And the real reason everybody loves Luminous, on taking fatal damage, Luminous has a small chance to trigger EX Immortal, becoming temporarily immune to damage and recovering HP for 15 seconds. It's not enough HP for you to, like, that's not a, oh, I'm not gonna die and then I get half my health back. Basically, for as long as the immune to damage lasts is about as long as you're going to live for, and then the people are going to finish tearing you up. But this can be super valuable and get you through, you know, through some real tight spots. So don't underestimate your boy Luminous. But don't also count on him like that is going to be the thing that saves you from battle. If you only needed, you know, 4 or 5 more hits to kill somebody, yeah, this might be, you know, that 15 seconds might be enough time for you to eke that skill or win out. If you get jumped by 2 people and they trigger this on you in like 30 seconds, yeah, you're probably not fighting your way back from that one, Chief. I would probably use that time to run away. So it's, you know, evaluate your options when it procs and make a quick decision, because it's either run for your life or maybe pop everything and see if you can drop that one dude. You know, it's a little here and there, but he's really good. He's got bonds with so many people. I think Luminous has the most bonds in the game. Well, I don't think the most, but I think he has the most that go across different groups. So he's really easy to get bonds with and everything. And some of the other characters are a little bit more difficult. So he's definitely up there. So good job. We're proud of you, Luminous. You're doing good work. And one of, you know, everybody's favorite fanboy, because I've seen enough drool over this man to count it as, you know, Niagara Falls. You guys really love Yusun Johan, and you know, he's got some real sad background story stuff that they get into in the story. You know, rough stuff, bro. He's you know, doesn't have the most interesting character arc, because it's really hard for robots to have, and I understand, and I respect machine rights. He's not really a robot. He just is basically a robot. Love you, Johan. Don't, everyone that loves Johan, don't, you know, I see you all clicking the dislike button now. I was just playing. You know, Patty likes to play a lot. That's all that was. All right, so our boy Johan, I like him a good bit. Let's go ahead and start up top here. He strikes with Blood Rage, dealing heavy physical damage up to 5 enemies within 5 meters of the target, increasing crit level for 10 seconds. So some people, like Caesar was a little bit like this, where not all of their skills, you know, line up and all really support the same class. All the CC immunity that Caesar gives isn't all that great for Blade Masters, but the dodge percent, you know, is nice for Blade Masters. So this dude is pretty much solid. His skills are synced up to where, like, okay, yeah, no, these are all, they synergize well, and, you know, more useful across more class types. We'll go with that. So that one increases crit for 10 seconds after doing a little bit of damage to everybody. Royal Fire, when attacking, Johan has a chance to use EX Royal Fire, dealing heavy physical damage up to 5 enemies within 5 meters, inflicting aerial and causing burn for 10 seconds. So that's, as far as EX skills that have like aerial included in them, this is one of the stronger ones, because it not only does aerial, but it also puts the burn on there. It's pretty useful. I think Chise's can hit more people, so his might still edge this one out a little bit in terms of what's best, but it's still not bad. And lastly, we've got Blazing Eyes, increases crit level and crit percentage. That's good for almost anybody. Gunslingers are going to get a little bit more benefit out of it, but I would argue that gunslingers are probably going to want someone like No or Eerie for their center, so Johan's passive won't quite edge those out. But, you know, it's still not bad. So depending on what you have, Mr. Johan here could be a very, very solid option. All right. So that actually officially concludes all the 6 stars in the game. We're going to cover excuse me. We're going to cover 5 stars eventually. And we're going to try and do a 6-star tier list this weekend at some point. So that might come out tomorrow, might come out the next day, but she coming. All right, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for checking me out. Real quick, just the thing to mention. I've been trying to reach out to Rabby on Discord. If anybody knows Rabby and talks to them regularly, and if you could let them know that Petty's trying to reach out, that would be dope. But if you don't talk to Rabby, don't go harass Rabby and be like, Petty was trying to get a hold of you. Don't do that. If you and Rabby go way back and y'all know each other, then let him know I'm trying to reach out. But if not, you know, ignore that message. Don't bother nobody. All right, guys, I love y'all. Yeah, I will catch you tomorrow. Thank you so much. It's been your boy Petty. We out of here. It's been good, deuces.